Okay, in front of me is a RX-607Z. This is a LSZ-1 clone. From what I see in the manual, most of the parts on the LSZ-1 are fairly similar to these parts. The castings are a little bit different, and the tolerances should be a lot better. This guy is really rackety while running. And one of the notable differences is all of the set screws on this guy are flatheads, which are prone to stripping, and the ones on the LSZ-1 are all Allen key, which are significantly superior. This is my machine. I didn't have the money to buy an LSZ-1, and now I'm kind of paying the price in terms of downtime. But I'm willing to forego that because I got this for 340 bucks in 2020. So that was a significant price savings. Anyways, let's get on to the meat of this. This video is about me fixing some problems after I replaced several components. One of them is this connecting rod found here in the assembly, the reverse thread bolt here, and then also crap, I forgot what it. Oh yeah, there's this connecting rod here. Looks like this guy. So I replaced these three parts. The bore here and here were a little bit too sloppy, so that's something to keep in mind. There was excessive needle deflection while threading, and that's why I had to replace it. And I'm still actually getting a decent bit of play, and that's because the bore on this casting is too big. I have a machine shop, so I may actually bore it out a little bit oversized and then push in a plastic bushing, which should fix this part. But that's a fairly big pain, and I spent a lot of time just fixing these two problems, so I'm going to get on with it. So if your center stepping foot, which is right this guy, I'm going to be referring to this guy as the center stepping foot, does not step, right? And that means it just stays stationary. It does not lift as it does right now. You can see that it's lifting ever so slightly it's lifting ever so slightly as I sew, right? If it is not lifting, if it's just completely stationary, what you need to do is there are these two bolts holding the walking foot. Now I'm referring to this guy as the walking foot. You're going to need to loosen them, right? And then push the walking foot down. The further down this goes, the more the stepper foot or the presser foot is going to move up and down. Now, there is a fine balance to this, because if you lower it too much, then the lifting of the walking foot actually diminishes. So you want to opt for less of a rise of the stepper foot in exchange for the walking foot, because the walking foot is actually what's going forward and then pulling the thread backwards, whereas the stepper or presser foot is just holding the cloth in place while this guy walks. So it's important for this guy to be able to get over a seam, not so much this guy. So that's this quick run through of an issue that's been kind of plaguing me for about 24 hours of continuous work now. And the reason why it took me so long is because this is the first time I've ever worked on this type of a sewing machine. The only other machine I've ever worked on is like a regular residential machine, so this is a little bit more complicated. Now, the remaining problem that I have that I still need to fix is that if I switch her into straight stitch and then move her over all the way to the left, you'll see that the needle is on a collision path with the stepping foot. So I need to fix that. Until then, I cannot use the leftmost position. But yep, thanks for watching. Hopefully it was helpful.